Hi there, welcome to our digital production.
Part 1. What is reforestation? Reforestation involves planting trees on deforested or degraded lands, aiming to restore forest ecosystems, sequester carbon, enhance biodiversity, and regulate water cycles. Forests can act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which helps offset greenhouse gas levels. This reduction is crucial in stabilizing the climate. Reforestation rebuilds habitats for several species, supporting biodiversity and promoting adaptable ecosystems that can better withstand environmental shifts. Additionally, forests regulate water cycles and can help prevent soil erosion, contributing to soil health. Healthy soil and stable water cycles reduce landscape vulnerability to drought and flooding. Community-led movements such as the Greenbelt movement in Kenya can add social dimensions to climate action and involve local and marginalized communities. By involving communities, these projects ensure that those directly affected by climate change crises play an active role in restoration. Additionally, community-led projects often incorporate financial incentives for participants, which can improve livelihoods and reduce environmental-related economic vulnerabilities.
Our case study is a Green Belt movement, which is an inspiring movement that demonstrates the effectiveness of reforestation. It was founded in 1977 in Kenya by Professor Wangari Maathai, the first African woman to receive the Nobel Peace Prize in 2004. What made her found the GBM, might you ask?
The environment is an everyday issue. It's the air we breathe. It's the water we drink. It's the food we eat. And we can't live without these things.
In one action, working on our health, we're addressing climate change, we're addressing health, we're addressing environmental sustainability. 3 things with one action.
The GBM is an environmental and social movement that tackles deforestation, poverty, and water scarcity through tree planting and education. By empowering communities, particularly women, to plant over 51 million trees, GBM promotes conservation, sustainable livelihoods, and social justice across Kenya. Part 2. Critical Analysis. The Green Belt movement has significantly benefited the people, communities, non-humans, and ecosystems in Kenya, driving economic, social, and environmental progress through several initiatives. Firstly, the GBM has provided thousands of jobs, especially for rural women, by involving them in tree planting and environmental management. This employment offers a stable income and vital skills, improving the livelihoods of participants and their families. By providing economic stability for Kenyan families with over 3,000 new jobs, GBM reduces poverty and helps communities become more resilient, fostering local economic growth and reducing migration issues due to lack of employment. Next, the GBM has empowered women, placing them at the forefront of reforestation efforts and granting them leadership roles. This empowerment has elevated their social status, enhanced their influence within communities, and promoted gender equity. Women involved with GBM gain financial independence, skills, and competence, contributing to a cultural shift that values women's contributions to environmental and social development. The GBM also runs an initiative called Women for Change, which supports women in addressing challenges such as making informed decisions about their reproductive health. Furthermore, the GBM's community-based approach fosters collaboration among community members who work together to plant trees and restore the environment. This shared responsibility strengthens social bonds and builds trust, promoting a collective sense of pride and ownership over local resources. The movement encourages communities to unite around a common cause, which improves their ability to work together in addressing other local challenges. In addition, GBM prioritizes marginalized groups, providing equal access to resources and opportunities for people often excluded from economic and environmental initiatives. This focus on inclusivity addresses social inequalities and promotes social justice. By involving underrepresented voices, such as rural women, GBM fosters a fairer society where environmental benefits and responsibilities are shared equitably, creating a more just and resilient community structure.
The Greenbelt movement has made a profound impact on non-human species and ecosystems. One of its central goals has been restoring biodiversity, which has suffered due to extensive deforestation, agricultural expansion, and urbanization. By planting over 51 million trees across Kenya, the Greenbelt movement has reestablished habitats that support a wide variety of plants, animals, and insects, fostering biodiversity. The increased tree cover has encouraged the return of native species, both flora and fauna, by creating environments that support their needs from shelter to food sources, stabilizing entire ecosystems. In addition to biodiversity, their efforts have focused on habitat restoration, particularly in degraded lands that were once forests. Reintroducing trees to these areas has reversed soil erosion, stabilized slopes, and reduced landslide risks, essential for sustaining the habitat of countless species. The forests also act as natural pathways for wildlife, enabling animals to move safely between habitats, which enhances genetic diversity and resilience in animal populations. The initiative has also positively influenced the water cycle and soil health. Trees play a crucial role in maintaining the water cycle by absorbing rainwater, replenishing groundwater, and moderating the flow of rivers. This helps prevent floods and droughts, benefiting both human communities and natural ecosystems. Additionally, tree roots help stabilize soil and prevent soil erosion. Maintaining the nutrient-rich topsoil is essential for plant growth. The organic matter from fallen leaves further enriches the soil, promoting fertility and supporting agricultural productivity. Through these interconnected impacts, the Greenbelt movement has become a model for ecological restoration that benefits both human and non-human life in Kenya. The solutions of the Greenbelt movement are more holistic than purely technical, as they integrate social and ecological well-being by empowering communities to actively participate in restoration efforts. While there's room for technological improvements, such as using more advanced monitoring for tree growth or soil health, the Greenbelt movement prioritizes community engagement in ecological restoration over purely technical solutions, ensuring that both people and nature benefit.
After intensive research on this movement, we have created 3 recommendations to ensure that the climate change solution of reforestation is rectified to serve the well-being of both people and ecosystems. Our 3 solutions include incorporating Indigenous knowledge and prioritising traditional ways of doing, agroforestry, and investing in educational programs for youth. First, incorporating Indigenous knowledge. Indigenous populations have an intricate and complex relationship with their land, environment, and forests. Sustainable forest management practices have been developed and utilised for generations and are designed to maintain sovereignty, forest health, and biodiversity. These independent systems of caring for the land prioritise solutions that ensure the well-being of the community and ecosystem, facilitating interconnected, mutually respectful, and beneficial relationships. Indigenous management processes are equitable and sustainable solutions that can be utilised in contemporary Kenya. Reliance on Indigenous knowledge reinforces the importance of incorporating local communities into conversations of mitigation and adaptation, especially in the context where it's common to rely on governments and NGOs. Traditional Indigenous practices promote self-sufficiency, reliance, and economic stability, empowering communities to maintain control over their land and resources. Indigenous knowledge should not only be incorporated but should guide the development of sustainable practices, providing a framework that respects cultural values, fosters environmental stewardship, and ensures that policies are rooted in the wisdoms of generations. Secondly, agroforestry. Agroforestry is a land management system that simultaneously prioritises environmental, economic, and social factors of integrated landscape. This alternate solution is understood to increase resilience to climate change and increase the productivity of food systems, supporting vulnerable populations and communities. Agroforestry is the practice of choosing species and planting locations that support ecosystem health, enhance soil and water quality, improve biodiversity, and meet specific community or agricultural needs. As a cost-effective solution, agroforestry is a mitigation practice that provides sustainable land use and holds a holistic perspective on improving land management. It additionally produces jobs and income, a crucial factor to consider when investigating mitigation options for marginalised populations and communities. Lastly, an additional solution that could be implemented is investing in educational programs for youth that focus on forest and land rights. Access to educational opportunities plays a pivotal role in shaping a better future for vulnerable communities. Forest education creates a foundation of knowledge that shapes student understanding of sustainable development goals and mitigates the adverse outcomes that are produced by a lack of awareness and understanding of sustainable forest practices and effective stewardship. This is not a standalone solution, but rather a crucial component of a broader strategy that involves community engagement, equipping youth with the tools and knowledge needed to understand and advocate for forest rights and land rights.
Here's our APA reference page of our articles, images, and video. Thank you so much.